Local businesses are celebrating Obama's appearance in their own way. Well, it's pretty sweltering out here and there are long lines to get in, but looks like it'll definitely be worth it. Obama and Biden are going to speak. They're both fresh off their speeches at the Democratic National Convention last night. Kid's got some pipes.
I'm Marilyn Franstein, and I'm a field organizer here in New Hampshire, where I was born and raised. And I have a story of why this election matters to me so much. In 2010, my older brother Joshua graduated from college and could no longer stay on my parents' health plan. You see, my brother Joshua has a pre-existing condition, two actually, severe asthma and life-threatening allergies. The same condition that took the life of my younger brother Ian when he was just 8 years old. If my brother Joshua were to fall ill while uninsured, it would literally be a life or death situation for him.
Years, 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years.
So I think the biggest question going on in people's minds right now is, where's that guy going around with the water? Massachusetts, and why are you an Obama supporter?
Many reasons. Obama cares. Basically, it comes down simple as that. Obama cares.
Where's Billy? The president and I have become friends. I know this guy. He has courage in his soul, he has compassion in his heart, and he has a spine of steel.
I'm sure he's the only one in this crowd who has the same sentence. I'm standing right next to you.
And where are you from, sir?
I'm from Germany.
Okay.
But I've been living in this country for about almost 30 years.
What brought you to this country in the first place?
Well, that was a bad decision on my part, because my first wife, which I'm divorced from now, but I found a second one, which is which was much more successful. The marriage was much more successful.
Nicely done.
What a great crowd. Susan and I are delighted to be able to join you today. Hi. We are the safest state in the nation, one of the most livable states, and the best state in the country in which to raise children. We have one of the lowest unemployment rates, one of the most highly educated workforces, and we are one of the healthiest states in the country.
So you work in Portsmouth?
I work and live in Portsmouth, yes.
And why are you an Obama supporter?
How do you know I am?
Are you an Obama supporter?
I am. I guess there's a lot of reasons. I believe in what he believes in. I believe in his values, and I believe in what he's doing to move the country forward. And I believe that he's protecting the things that are most important to me personally.
John, that I will always have great memories of Portsmouth, because one of the things that happens as you're running for president is the bubble starts closing in on you. So I still remember some of the last places where I got to take a walk with nobody around. And Portsmouth in 2007 was one of those places. It was a gorgeous day like today. And we walked and we came right down here. And there was a theater, an improv thing going on. And I sat there and I think I might have bought some ice cream.
What do you hope to see from Obama if we do get another 4 years?
Well, Obamacare, for one thing. I would love to have more. I would love to have universal health care, but women's rights, women's equal opportunity, equal pay,
I think I have a similar list, actually.
And I honestly believe this is the biggest choice, the clearest choice of any time in our generation. Because it's not just a choice between two candidates or two political parties, it is a choice between two different paths for America. Two fundamentally different visions for how we move forward. See, ours is a fight for that basic bargain that built the largest middle class and the strongest economy the world has ever known. The promise that hard work will pay off, that responsibilities will be rewarded, that everyone gets a fair shot, everybody's doing their fair share.
I think for the first time in 30 years that I have been living in this country. It's the first time that I really appreciate to be in America since Obama became president. I'm from Germany, and when Obama became president, the image of America, Europe was so down. It's unbelievable. And since Obama, my whole family is appreciating America.
But our friends at the Republican convention, because all they've got to offer is the same prescriptions that they've had for the last 30 years. Tax cuts, gut some regulations, and more tax cuts. Tax cuts when times are good, tax cuts when times are bad. Tax cuts to help you lose a few extra pounds. Tax cuts to improve your love life. It'll cure anything, according to them.
What do you hope to see in another 4 years of Obama presidency?
I think I mostly hope to see that he gets reelected and that he has a Congress that's willing to work with him a little bit more on the things that he's trying to do.
And have you ever been to one of these presidential speaking events before?
I've never seen a president speak in person before, and I couldn't pass up the opportunity to do it in Portsmouth.
Look, I am not just asking for your vote. I'm asking the entire country to rally around a set of goals for our country. Goals in manufacturing, energy, education, national security, and the deficit. I've got a plan to export more products, not outsource jobs. Second, I've got a plan to control more of our own energy. After 30 years of inaction, we finally raised fuel standards so that by the middle of the next decade, your cars and trucks will go twice as far on a gallon of gas. We want to keep investing in wind and solar and clean coal technology. Third, I've got even more. I've got a plan to give more Americans the chance to gain the skills that they need to compete. Nearly every state has answered our call to raise standards for teaching and learning. Some of the worst schools in the country have already seen real gains in math and reading. Fourth, my plan would reduce our deficit without sticking it to the middle class. I want to reform our tax code so that it is simple and fair.
I hope that he gets the millionaire who pays a fair share of taxes and the middle class, and that he will reduce the deficit by taxing the rich people and not the middle class.
My opponent said it was tragic to end the war in Iraq. I disagree. He won't tell us how he'll end the war in Afghanistan. I have, and I will.
And the best thing a man ever did is end this terrible war in Iraq, and I really appreciate that part the most.
New Hampshire, I need you to make some phone calls for me. New Hampshire, I need you to knock on some doors for me. New Hampshire, I need you to tell your friends and neighbors and co-workers what's at stake in this election.
Well, it was a great speech from Obama. He hit all the right points. He spoke for about 20 minutes or so. And I managed to not pass out from dehydration, so that's good. I've been out here for a few hours without water, so I think I'm going to go and wet my whistle, if you know what I mean. It's good stuff.